Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here for ntmarkets.com with your Friday morning non-farm payroll pre-market webcast. Okay, I got a daily chart of the ES, and I've got a trend line up there that I drew for my subscribers last night. And it's a very simple trend line. It extends from the 1685.75 highs through the 1619, which was the last time we were above the middle band, and we tried to extend and we failed. And then that extends down into what is happening this morning. And I said last night, watch the trend line, see if it can get over it, watch out if it fails. Well, we got an NFP pop. We beat non-farm payrolls came out this morning. We're 195,000 versus 166,000, plus 70,000 on the revisions for April and May. Average hourly earnings were up 0.4% versus 0.2%. Private payrolls were up 202,000 versus 180,000. That's a lot of positive data points. And we failed at the trend line. So, when everybody else was out there yesterday barbecuing and doing whatever, they were walking it up for NFP. They popped it and they sold it. So we're basically minus 14 from the payroll pop, and I have a feeling things are going to get very thin here very quickly as people trade this, they do their business, and then everybody goes back to the pool, goes back to the beach, goes back to bed, does whatever it is that they're going to be doing for the day. So I expect a fairly slow day. I expect to really trade around the 20-day and the 50-day exponential moving averages. So right in this area between 1610 and 1608. On the downside, 93 is absolutely critical. I think I've said that 4 days in a row now, but it is. It's absolutely critical. Absolutely critical that that 93 hold. Because the problem with losing 93 is if you lose 93, then the mentality of the market is going to be that the bulls are cooked, especially with this kind of a non-farm payroll number, an extremely positive number to which we are getting a fairly negative reaction. After we gapped up, it's not holding up. Now we're 20 minutes away from regular trading hours, but right now you would have to say the reaction is negative. So losing 93 will definitely open up the yellow line there, the 100-day exponential moving average. I think it would be a fairly quick move. You really don't have anything here between 93 and the 100. It's basically air. Okay? The other thing I will mention is with respect to oil. We mentioned the other night, the other morning, that we were up on a lot of these Egypt fears. The reality of oil is that when the inventory numbers came out on Wednesday, and it was a 10 million barrel draw versus the 1 point whatever million barrels they were looking for, and oil could not pop over 102, even though you had a deposed leader in Egypt. He was out at that point. And cable news is saying that there are tanks rolling outside of Cairo. Okay, with those kind of news points and data points, oil should have run at that moment. That was the moment for the breakout for oil. It did not happen. In fact, it went down. Okay, so if you trade up on geopolitical hot air, which is the reality of what happened, Tuesday night, when the air comes out of that balloon, things tend to go back down. So I am looking for oil. Might as well pull up a chart. I'm looking for oil to migrate back down to the $100 to $99 level. This is a third standard deviation Bollinger Band. We popped that Tuesday night on all the talk and people getting really, really excited on Twitter and people getting really, really nervous on Twitter, and that usually produces a nice third standard deviation Bollinger Band bounce, and we roll back. So we made some highs today, but they're just not holding up. So you can trade this. I would, the scalp shorts are there. I would be a little concerned about it wanting to ride the Bollinger Bands a little bit. So what we have to watch for into next week is, does oil continue to reach for the second standard deviation band each day? So we'll talk about it Monday. We'll take a look at a chart and see what it tells us. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see everybody Monday morning. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com. Check out the website. Check out the chat room. We're trading on-farm payrolls right now. Come on in. Check us out. We'd love to have you. And I will catch everybody on Monday. Trade them well.